What's up guys, it's me Andy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope that you enjoy this video. Stick around, check out some of my other content, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. So you've been invited to your flight attendant interview. Your makeup is sorted, your outfit is sorted. Well, it is if you've watched my previous two videos. So all that's left is for me to tell you about a few things that you should make sure you bring with you to your interview, and a couple of other things that you should make sure to do and not to do during your interview. So if you're interested in knowing more, just keep watching. So let's get into this video. Firstly, I'm going to tell you the things that you should bring along with you to your interview. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, oh, I already got the interview, I sent them my CV and everything like that. There's nothing I need to bring. Wrong. There's a couple of things you definitely still need to bring with you for your flight attendant interview. For starters, please make sure that you bring a hard copy of your CV. Now, I do know you've already sent your CV in, they already do have a copy of your CV, but you have to bring an extra copy. They won't ask this for you. It's more of just a courtesy that you do. Just bring an extra copy just in case your recruiter doesn't have a copy on her, or in case something has changed within your experience. Second thing you need to make sure you bring is an extra pair of stockings. This happened to me at one of my interviews. As I was getting out of my car, I ripped my stockings. So you might not think you need extra stockings, but trust me, it's a good idea to bring some extra stockings because anything can happen. And actually, a spare set of stockings is a required item if you're a female flight attendant, especially if you're wearing a dress to work and you're wearing stockings with it. You have to have a spare set of stockings just in case something happens to the pair that you're wearing. Next, please bring a pair of flat shoes. You're already wearing your court heels, but just in case they're brand spanking new heels and your feet are sore, maybe you have to take a taxi to and from your interview, so you have to walk long distances. It's a really good idea just to bring a pair of flats. You can change in the car, you can change in the bathroom on your way out of your interview, but it is a good idea just to have them just in case. And lastly, please bring yourself some food. Guys, I'm sure I've mentioned this in a previous video. If I have, and if I find that video, I will put it up in the cards above or link it in the description box below. But please bring yourself some food. Now, don't bring yourself a massive bowl of pasta. You don't need something crazy. Just bring yourself maybe a granola bar or a muffin. Something that you can just have with like a coffee quickly, or just like a small little sandwich or something like that, or pieces of biltong, just so that you don't pass out from starvation, you know, because you never know how long your interviews are going to go on for. So it's a really good idea to bring yourself something to make sure that you aren't going in there already nervous, already anxious, and on an empty stomach. Now I'd like to get into the things that you definitely should not do during your flight attendant interview. Firstly, chewing gum. Don't chew gum. Flight attendants are not allowed to chew gum, especially not in public, not on the plane, not in the office, not when you're signing on, not when you're signing off, especially not when you're wearing uniform. Just don't bring any gum at all. If you're worried about fresh breath, then bring a few mints like Mentos or like, I don't know, like Tic Tacs, something like that, but don't be chewing on gum during your interview because that is very unattractive, especially to your recruiter. Secondly, just pay attention to your body language, guys. Don't sit with your arms crossed, don't slouch, don't fidget a lot and like move, and especially when you're answering your questions to the recruiter or the interviewer, don't use too many hand gestures and say, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's very distracting, and sometimes it makes it seem like you're lying actually. So just try to calm down, try to avoid touching your face and your hair and all that stuff. Just try to stay as calm as you can. Don't be robotic now, but just pay attention. Make sure that you look like you want to be there, because the minute you start slouching, it looks like you'd prefer to be somewhere else. Something else that makes it seem like you'd rather be somewhere else is being on your phone. Please don't go on your phone when you're at your interview. Literally walk in, find out where you're supposed to be sitting and waiting, and put your phone and take your phone, switch it off, and put it in your bag. Do not sit there on Instagram browsing. Do not be on the phone with one of your friends chatting about your previous weekend. Stay as far away from your phone as possible, and don't just put it on silent, guys. Switch your phone off. Then please do not be too loud or too soft. Does that make sense? Just don't be sitting there talking way too loud, overpowering a conversation. But also, don't be mousy and quiet and looking like you're scared, you know? Just try to find a nice balance. I'm loud. I'm a very, very talkative person, but when I go in for an interview, I kind of bring myself towards myself and focus on the interview and the task at hand. Last but not least, please do not fake it. That is one of the easiest things for interviewers to see through, is if you're faking it. By that I mean faking your smile, faking whatever it is that you're telling them about. If they ask you about your previous work experience, don't make stuff up. Guys, just be honest. I know it's a scary and nerve-wracking situation to be at an interview, but the more you fake that smile, the more you fake your enthusiasm, the easier it is to see through. Now, moving on to the things that you should do at your interview. Do greet people, please. Greet the receptionist, greet your interviewer, greet whoever takes you to a waiting room, to the meeting room. Whoever comes up to you, greet them, give them a firm handshake, make eye contact, and introduce yourself. This is an easy way for you to also get their name back in case you need to remember it. Which leads me to my second point. Please do remember your interviewer's name. That, I'm telling you right now, is gonna make you stand out. Your interviewer has probably been interviewing a ton of people all day. By the time she gets to you, everyone else has probably fused into one blob. You need to learn how to stand out. You need to do something that makes you stand out, and remembering her name or his name, as small of a gesture as that is a very important gesture. The third thing you should do is make polite conversation with the other interviewees. If there's a bunch of you guys sitting there waiting to be called in for an interview, just introduce yourself, you know, start making polite conversation. Where do you work now? How long have you wanted to be a flight attendant? Stuff like that. Where did you study your ab initio? You know, anything like that. Just start to get to know other people, make polite conversation, so it shows also that you're personable. Don't forget, guys, people are watching you while you're sitting there. Even if there's no one but maybe the receptionist sitting there, someone is watching you constantly, and you want to make a good impression. If you're just sitting there in the corner on your phone, they're going to show that you just don't even like other people. You don't even want to socialize with other people. So what are you going to do once you're on a plane with 150 passengers and they're all talking to you? Huh? This is one thing you need to do that I cannot stress enough, and I know I have mentioned it before, but that is to be prepared. Like, being prepared is the top thing you need to do at a flight attendant interview, at any job interview actually. You don't go and try to find a job at Absa Bank and you know nothing about Absa. You have to be prepared, guys. Know about the company, know about your manual, because chances are they will ask you, especially if they're looking for a flight attendant that already has their license, they're expecting you to know your manual. They're expecting you to be able to answer some SEPT questions or some first aid questions. Just try to go over your manual maybe 2 or 3 days before your interview, and then also learn about that company. It is so off-putting when recruiters ask, tell me, what do you know about our company and why do you want to join this company? And you've got nothing to say but, oh, I want to travel and I like working with people. No, that cannot be your only answer to this. You've got to do a little bit more research, learn about their aircraft, learn about their destinations, learn about how long they've been open, learn about as much as you can about this company, and then find something about the company that really, really sticks out to you and that makes you want to be a part of their team. Also, make sure you prepare your About Me section. They're always, this I can pretty much guarantee, whatever interview you do, they will always ask you, they will always ask you, tell me about yourself. And this isn't the type of question that you're going to respond to with, oh, I like pizza and I like sitting and watching Grey's Anatomy and hanging out with my friends on the weekend. No, that is not the type of answer they're looking for. You need to really think about a professional way of selling yourself. Why should they hire you? Why would you be good for them to hire or invest in? There's an Emirates cabin crew member in Tabi Singh. Her channel is called Traveling Black Marie, and I urge you all to go and watch one of her videos where she does sample questions and answers for interviews. I will actually link it up below in one of the cards or the description box, just so you can check it out, because if you still don't really know how to, you know, construct that answer, then this is a really good video for you guys to go and watch and maybe give you a few ideas. Last but not least, please do be confident and smile. Again, I will go back to don't fake your smile. Smile and be genuine, guys. You've got to smile at passengers all day. I am not a morning person, okay? But I do 5 a.m. flights and I am genuinely smiling at every single one of my passengers and saying, good morning sir, how are you? Welcome on board. You're seated at seat 22B. Just try to be as genuine as you can, and remember that you do have to smile at complete strangers on a daily basis if you're going to be a flight attendant. And also be confident, guys. If you're going to walk into that interview room just like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Andy. What? No. You can't do that. You have to be more confident, you know, shoulders back, sit up straight, speak up a little bit, you know, just be confident. In your mind, you should be thinking, this job is mine. They're not going to find anyone that's a better flight attendant than me, that's going to be a better fit for this position than me. That should be your mentality for this. Don't be cocky. I don't mean be cocky and obnoxious. I mean be confident, guys. Just believe in yourself a little bit. Just believe in yourself. That's it. And you will do great. Okay, that's all from me today. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to spread good vibes, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.